It was a sickening crime that broke a family and exposed the reality of youth crime in the metro area. A 14-year-old accused of murdering a woman in a fit of road rage.
A hearing is underway this week to see if he should be tried as an adult. You may remember the case of Pamela Cabriales. The young mother was murdered in 2021 after she rear-ended a car on Colfax. Prosecutors say it was a gang initiation.
Your investigator Brian Moss has been following this case and is here after talking with the family. Brian.
Tonight, Pamela Cabriales' brother is sharing how this is not the first unimaginable loss to his family because of a murder in Denver. He says his family's tragic past is now motivating him to fight for families in the future. Pamela Cabriales' last hours of her 32 years of life were spent in a hospital bed, loved ones saying goodbye. Her brother is Alex Cabriales.
She kind of lived to just help other people. That's who she was.
Her deepest love for her son Leo, just 6 years old when his mother was killed. She'd been driving home after dinner with a friend when she bumped another car on Colfax Avenue. In that car, 18-year-old Nishan Johnson and a now 17-year-old boy, reputed gang members. Alex Cabriales says the 17-year-old asked the older teen one question.
Can I bust on him? And Nishan Johnson told him, do what you gotta do.
Prosecutors say with that, the teen got out of the car and opened fire on Pamela Cabriales.
I can't even imagine in those moments what was going through her mind. This was a person, a human being, a really good person. And, 15-year-old boy decided her life was worth nothing.
Nishan Johnson pleaded guilty for his part in the murder and is doing 35 years in prison. Prosecutors are now seeking to have the 17-year-old, the alleged shooter, tried as an adult, meaning heavier penalties if convicted.
There's no hope for him. I don't care what the DA says. I don't care what the judges say. I don't care what the doctors and the psychiatrists say. I know it from experience. I've lived it.
You see, this was not the first time Alex Cabriales' family was gutted by violence. In 1994, his older brother, Noel, was also murdered in Denver.
My brother's life was cut really short at 15. Sometimes it crosses my mind I'm the last one left. There's really no one else to kill other than me or to shoot other than me.
His brother's killer got just 6 years in prison for manslaughter, says Cabriales, and got out in 3 years. Too light of a sentence, he believes. He says the justice system failed his family. He hopes it doesn't happen again.
To the lawyers, the DAs, the mayors, it's just another Mexican to them. To them, we're just another dead Mexican. They don't care.
He believes the 17-year-old accused of his sister's murder should be tried as an adult and face adult consequences.
There are some people that you can rehabilitate. He's not one of them.
We found the 17-year-old allegedly responsible for killing Pamela Cabriales also comes from a life of violence. His father was murdered in Denver in 2018, a murder that's never been solved. And his 19-year-old half-brother is also charged in a different murder case. He's behind bars for allegedly being part of a 2022 murder in Lakewood. For Alex Cabriales, who says he too grew up in rough circumstances, there's just no excuse for what's happened to his family and to so many other families.
We're able to choose between right and wrong, no matter how messed up we were raised. I've already lost both my brother and my sister. The only thing I want to accomplish is I don't want this to keep happening to other families, to other people, to other 6-year-old little boys being left without mothers.
We are not directly identifying Pamela Cabriales' alleged killer, as he is still considered a juvenile. The hearing into whether he should be tried as an adult is expected to conclude by Thursday. And one final clarification, Nishan Johnson was found guilty at trial and was sentenced to 35 years in prison.
All right, Brian, thank you.
Yep.